Welcome back. I am some guy you've never heard of, and this is the tale of Naarifin the Skald. Right. Alright, let's go look for this person we're supposed to find. Oh, I am terribly overloaded, are I not? Yes. Yes, I am. Well, let's also see if there's anyone else that we can trade with here. Okay, Rigmore's here. Sian. Laura and Ari. You know, our journal is getting really clogged with things to do. We're going to have to address some of this once this whole thing is done with. Alright. Let's see if we can find someone else to trade with. Get rid of some of this weight. What does this here say? Northwest Stair. Floor 6, Hall of the Archmage. Floor 2, Hall of the Elements. Floor 1, Laboratory and Training Area. Subterranean, the Midden. Okay. Cool. I think we might be able to find people in the Hall of Attainment? No, not Attainment. Continents, right? Oh, I should eat something, definitely. The Hall of Diligence. Floor 1, Marable Irving. A bunch of apprentices, some instructor offices. Alright, cool. Maybe someone will be in their office.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Alright. I'm good with that. Anyone interesting up here? Oh, hello.
Yes, Sarah?
What have you got for sale?
Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Doesn't look like it. You do have alchemy ingredients, though, so I'll be having those. Some interesting potions. Not quite interesting enough for me to buy, but interesting nonetheless. Oh, I need to give these staves back to Lucian. Alright. You certainly don't need this apprentice robe. Oh, wait. Yes, I do need these. I don't know those enchantments yet. Alright, I am carrying some crafting stuff, but not a ton. Good. So most of the excess weight on me is potions. And food. Oh, okay. I have quite a bit of dragon meat. Okay, between the value of my potions and my skill at haggling, this can be really hard to unload these potions. Here, buy some of my dragon meat. I don't really need nearly this much. Right, thank you.
Travels.
Out of curiosity, I didn't happen to get my hands on... I did. How long would it take me to study that? 19 hours. Okay. Good to know. We will be doing that shortly.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fun. Good to see.
Hello, Tolftir.
Still no word from your family?
What have you got for sale?
And I'm not expecting any.
So you wish to master the arcane arts?
So nice.
I do.
To Skyrim just to get away from my family's expectations.
I don't know that enchantment. I will buy that from you, Tolftir. And I suppose I'll buy your soul gems. Would you please be willing to buy some of my potions? Alright, thank you, Tolster.
All right then.
My fam.
Oh, well, that's awkward. Sorry to have brought it up.
This is a nice room.
Maribel does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement.
Ah,
I can't wait to see who succeeds Maribel. I've no doubt she'll be promoted to Archmage at some point.
I'd like training in destruction magic,
I
please.
can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
Oh, I'm unable to train at the moment. What have you got for sale, Feralda?
Take a look. All right then.
Skyrim could not be more different from elsewhere. But magic is the same no matter where you go.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Alright, good to know, thank you.
Yeah? You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
Have you heard from your family recently?
Alright, my friends, I'm just going to study right now.
Couriers don't seem to like to...
Alright, so many things to study.
letters here.
That's too bad.
Not at all. It means I'm not being hounded about my progress at the college.
I should eat and drink.
Enchanting services
Probably
are one of the
sleep
few
relatively
things that
soon.
keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
Maybe later? I'm sort of busy now.
Cesargo understands. You hesitate because you know Cesargo will be better than you. Very well.
You know what? I think I'm just going to push through tonight. Friends, you can feel free to go find somewhere to rest. I'm just determined to learn this spell right now.
Jezargo continues to struggle with wards. You have... Time to practice?
Maybe later. I'm sort of busy now.
Jezargo understands. You hesitate because you know Jezargo will be better than you. Very well.
Oh, I should pray. I'm not sure if I'm even praying to the right deity anymore, though. Thank you, Lady Mara, for guiding us this far.
Jezargo continues to struggle with wards. You have time to practice?
Maybe later. I'm sort of busy now.
Right.
Jezargo understands. You hesitate because you know Jezargo will be better than you.
Okay.
Very well.
Those two keep having the same conversation. And I have learned a new spell. Excellent. Bloody excellent. Oh, excellent. I actually meant to hold on to 50. Okay, I certainly don't particularly want to be using poisons that give them more magicka while killing them, although they do kill quite hard. I want to hold on to some of them if I need to enchant something. Alright, that is way better. Alright, we're in much better shape now. Oh wow, it is about 1. I guess I'll keep studying today and then we'll go to bed, but let's move back to the... Oh, I think it was the Hall of Attainment? Where are the stairs? Where are the stairs? There they are.
Every fight is a food fight when you're a bossman.
Oh, this is our room. Well, what shall I spend the rest of the day studying? Take me 19 hours to do that. What this? 19 hours. 19. 17 more on that one. 10 hours on that. This should take me 10 hours. Okay, I'll study this. Wait. Ooh, 39 hours for that. Yes, I'll study Orc Strength for the rest of the day, and then we'll rest. And then we'll continue looking for this person.
You look good in that.
I know. Thank you, Ori. That's a pretty interesting spell. So I cast this. And it's incredibly dramatic. And yep, that increases my stamina and health quite a bit. Nice. I can take Dimension Door already. Friends, we can go home whenever we want. That is going to be quite nice. And I could take the second level of Intuitive Magic. And I think we'll take Edgewalker over here in Restoration. Good night, my friends.
Excuse me, Emperor. Might I have a moment? What is it? Yes, apologies for the intrusion.
Skyrim could not be more different from elsewhere. But magic
Could possibly
is the same no matter where you
procure
go.
a few select
Wow, apparently that spell knocked things over in someone else's room too. I feel really bad. Let me see if we can find this. Allison.
my expenses.
I'm guessing in the library?
Are you quite sure? I'm disappointed to say I've learned little during my time.
I think that fellow is a Thalmor. I would probably be frowned upon if I murdered him, though.
Naribel is a...
I suppose the library is upstairs here, right? No, this appears to be someone's office.
Do you mind?
It seems to be this way.
Eleanor, the library is in disarray. When books are strewn about here and there, it makes it impossible to determine if a book's been checked out.
I'm sorry.
Oh, here we are, the library.
The books without any concern for the person who has to clean up.
I don't want to see you
Thought it
treating
might be
any
more
of these
efficient
books
if I
poorly.
waited until the end of the day to put the books back on the shelf.
Good to see
Oh
you.
dear.
Shall I be forced to wait until the end of the day as well? I will need to have a word with Rurog regarding your
Waldo.
training.
Ah, my dearest Urag. How are books and discover an opportunity for repose.
Your arcanium is so lovely.
Living on
Why?
an entirely meat-based diet can sometimes
I
be difficult.
So I have my down with myself, like the predators.
There's the upwards. Alright.
Rigmar's guardian. And the famous, or perhaps I should say infamous, Rigmor of Bruma. I am honored to make your acquaintance at long last.
Rigmor, could you come closer? He's not going to talk to us more unless you're closer.
Hi. I'm hoping to find out anything about my ancestry.
Ah, yes. Rigmor, why don't you go with Keris? She will take good care of you and explain a little about all that. And possibly might have some heirlooms left in good keeping at the college for your perusal.
Dragonborn?
It's okay. You go ahead. I have some business to discuss. I'll be right over.
Okay.
Come this way, Rigmor. There's so much to talk about.
This place is so cool. I love it already.
Okay, you said there's something important I should know about Rigmor.
It's a rather long story. Would you like the complete version or just the bare facts?
I want to know everything.
A long time ago, some 200 years to be precise, there was a mercenary by trade known as Rigmor of Cyrodiil. She had a pretty uneventful early life, taking petty contracts until she joined an army of outlaws. The very same outlaw army, led by the Colovian warlord Titus Mede, who marched into the imperial city in the 17th year of the 4th era, wresting power from fools Vigiberin. It was a sad tragedy then that, after giving birth to a baby girl 3 years later, she became gravely ill and died shortly after at the age of 38. Physicians attribute her death to the unwanted accidental pregnancy at a late age.
And the child?
Titus Mede was besides himself with grief and arrangements, but made for the child to be adopted by the College of Winterhold by royal decree. The infant was duly adopted, and her belongings kept in storage therein. The child was named Morgan. At her coming of age, Morgan of Winterhold was summoned to the imperial city to become imperial court mage to the Mede dynasty, where she later was to become a very powerful influence. Before she left to take up her newly appointed duties, it is rumored she had taken her late mother's Daedric armor and crafted an amulet of Talos from it. She also took a Daedric ceremonial blade her mother had kept as a souvenir to strengthen her mother's bastard sword, with its blade increasing its properties.
She must have been a very powerful woman.
The Emperor would always seek her guidance in affairs of the Empire, overshadowing the heir to the dynasty, Athrobus Mede, who was fiercely jealous of this foreign witch, so much so, at the event of the Emperor's death, Athrobus Mede struck. Morgan and her husband, a palace guard captain, were accused of a plot to usurp power. Her husband was slain, and Morgan escaped, fleeing Cyrodiil with their only child. Her disappearance only served to confirm the rumors Morgan was the bastard child of Titus Mede I and Rigmor of Cyrodiil. She and her child Morgana were never heard of again.
Then
One fine day, Morgan's heirlooms miraculously surfaced. The Falmor had found them buried in a chest belonging to one Ragnar of Bruma. The identity of Rigmor, his only heir, and her history became known to the college. Unfortunately, we were too late to intervene. The college, you see, is duty-bound to protect and serve the descendants of Morgan of Winterhold.
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
Before she leaves here, it is my duty to tell her of her ancestry. The Emperor Titus Mede II is to restore her name and accept her family as part of the Mede dynasty. He is also offering her the position of the recently vacant Countess of Bruma if she desires it. All she has to do is accept it, and it shall be hers. So now, Guardian, here we are.
He's too fragile. Now would not be a good time to tell her.
I am afraid this doesn't concern you anymore, Guardian. Tell her I must.
I'm duty-bound to protect her. I will tell her when I think the time is right.
I shall ignore the threatening undertones, Guardian. You see, killing me would serve no purpose. She will eventually come to know. Unless, of course, you intend to lock her away in some dark dungeon, or gallivant around the wilds of Tamriel like a common bandit. Also, I like you. I have a lot of respect for you and your achievements, and you have protected her well. In fact, I cannot think of anywhere else I would rather Rigmor be at this troubling time. With an imminent invasion looming, and all that, it would be prudent to await the outcome of such an event. We would, after all, need to make sure the Emperor is still in residence at the Imperial City.
Agreed. No point in telling her just yet.
So I will relent and leave the decision to you when to tell her. But I must have your word. Give me your word of honor, Guardian, that as soon as she is fit and well, you will deliver to Rigmor her legacy.
I don't really have much choice, do I?
I am afraid not.
You have my word.
I think our business here is done. Anyway, Guardian, it's obvious now is not the time. Take care of her.
Dragonborn, you have so got to see this. Come on, this way.
I think we had better see what all that commotion is about.
Nice.
What can I do for you?
Alright, what's all this about?
This armor was left by Morgan of Winterhold. She was an ancestor of mine. Carrie says it belongs to me. Isn't it wonderful?
It looks fantastic. Why don't you try it on?
Do you think I should?
Please do, my child. We await with anticipation.
I absolutely think you should, Rigmore. You've been not wearing decent armor, and it's been really frustrating. Yeah, go ahead. You can take it off again, don't worry.
How does it look?
Remarkable. It's a fine example of antique armor forged by the famous Khajiit armorer Zizige. This particular piece was worn by your great-great-grandmother, a Morgan of Winterhold, when she accompanied the Emperor Titus Mede I on campaign.
What the hell are these?
Oh, those, yes. Those, dear girl, are breasts.
Why would anyone put breasts on a cuirass?
Ah, well, you see, men wear the cuirass, and women wear what's called the, breastplate. Yes. It's used as a combat tactic. When the enemy approaches and raises his weapon, you would dazzle him with your breastplate, giving you the advantage, and then you strike.
Yeah, right. Dragonborn?
No, he's not being serious. It's a custom cuirass made for a war maiden. A breastplate would just be a plate. It wouldn't fit around like that as well.
What? Oh, har har. Very funny. I guess I could get used to it, though. I love it.
Well, you should put it back on then. And keep it on. Nice try back there.
She really does have a wonderful innocence, and it's quite lovable, isn't she?
Trust me, she has her moments.
Anyway, Guardian, I think our business here is done. Don't forget to tell the girl when you think she is ready. It's obvious now is not the time. Take care of her. Who knows, one day our paths might cross again.
What did the boss get when he came home late for
That they
dinner?
might.
A cold shoulder.
You ready to head out to Ingle's camp?
Yeah, let's get this over with. Can you carry the armor for me?
Can you wear it? Sure, no problem.
Dragonborn, there's a sword, too.
I'll look after it for you, don't worry.
Thank you.
Alright, let's take a look at these. Oh, they're light. Well, that's too bad. And I'll have to fix those up a bit. Nothing else down here. Okay, then.
Yes?
You okay, Ari? And that's going to be all for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. This has been The Tale of Naarifin the Skald, and I am some guy you've never heard of. Unless, of course, you have.